Hello, I'm Amadea Kamosi, and this summer I was doing an internship in Valle de Angeles, Honduras. I was interning with Marimont through the Quebec government called a project called Québec Sans Frontières that's offered to people between the ages of 18 and 35 to participate in internships related to their areas of education or work. So mine was a specialized internship based on community development. Highlight of the project, I would probably have to say, was getting to know these artisans and getting to know them on a very personal, first-hand level. And the way that they welcomed us into the community and into their organization was just remarkable. So that was probably one of the best parts of the internship. And also living with my host family. I lived with a family of Hondurans, so I was able to speak Spanish every day, and I was practicing my French with my group members. So that was another highlight. The arts internship office definitely helped me out. Matt and Anne were really, really helpful getting me informed just about internships that I could partake in, and also the Arts Internship Awards, where I won an award that really helped me finance my trip as well, and other students should seek it out in order to learn, to become really educated on what is offered in terms of internships, so that they can choose one that's really right for them, because there really is one that is right for every single person.
My name is Sarah. I'm in my final year here at McGill, and I'm an IDS major. This summer I was in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I was working with an organization, a small NGO called Catalytic Communities. And basically right now we're focused on working with communities, poor communities there, who are currently being evicted by the government due to the impending World Cup and Olympics that are coming in 2014 and 2016. So this NGO was focused on bringing international awareness. So I was responsible to go out, meet these people from these communities, write stories, write some blogs, approach journalists who might be interested in writing about these stories. So basically just trying to bring international attention to the issue. I think the greatest thing about having that internship was going out. I had the opportunity to go out and meet these people who were dedicated to keeping their homes. These people have been living there for decades, and to see that kind of determination was really amazing. I also had the opportunity to improve on my Portuguese while there, and the NGO was really great because it gave me the opportunity to go out and decide what I wanted to focus on in terms of covering these stories. I also know without the Arts Internship Office, it would have been highly unlikely that I would have been able to do it. They gave me the resources that I needed. They helped me with the cover letter, to write the cover letter. They helped me through the application for the Arts Internship Award. So they were a really great resource. And I also think going and doing an internship is such a great complement to an undergraduate degree. At school you're getting the academic knowledge, and then going and doing an internship gives you some practical experience. So I encourage everyone to go out and find some practical experience in the field that is interesting for them.
Hi, my name is Anna Hermanson. I'm an environment major here at McGill, and this summer I interned for Advocacy, a small organization that works mostly on educational initiatives in one community in southern Kenya. My internship involved a whole variety of things, including volunteer teaching at a local secondary school, a small personal research project, and facilitating programs mostly around literacy at a resource center in the region. I secured the internship through the Arts Internship Office with a wonderful assistance of Matt and Anne, as well as the other staff there. They were incredibly helpful as I wrote resumes, cover letters, asked specific questions about the internships themselves. So to give you an idea of what the internship actually involved, I was working just with one other intern in this small Maasai community, and the highlight was most definitely the relationships forged while I was there, especially with some young women working on sexual health programs at the resource center. So I would highly recommend that anyone interested start applying early and look for assistance in the Arts Internship Office and CAPS, because I really believe, especially after this experience, that there are many internships that can be good for people with different backgrounds, different interests, and they really help me contextualize my studies. And this internship has been one of the highlights of my time.
Hi, my name is Etienne. I was an intern in Nairobi, Kenya over the last summer. So what I did over the summer was conducting research on the judiciary of Kenya to see how their judiciary may impact their economic performance. So it was really, my job was trying to go in Nairobi everywhere and try to meet government officials, judges, and also local NGOs and international NGOs, especially in the legal aid sector, to see, well, are the poor impacted by the judiciary, and if the judiciary was more accessible, would it improve their lives? So that's one of the things I was trying to see this summer. So what I gained from that internship was truly a very good research experience. It's especially difficult to work in a developing country like that, having to interact with the government and so many other organizations when you're just coming in and they don't really know you, they don't really know if they want to deal with you. So that was quite something, and also to learn whether I liked research or not, and I think this proved that I like research, even though I had some shortcomings early on. Things were great in the end, and that's what I gained from my internship. The Arts Internship Office, well, they helped me throughout the process as I applied for an internship first who ended up being cancelled, so then they were really proactive in trying to help me find something else, because they believed in me and they're really helpful. Especially Anne and Matt, they're really nice people. Anne gave me a list of organizations that they had never sent McGill interns to, but she knew they were good organizations. She would have felt comfortable sending me there, and then I ended up I was put in contact with Professor Chemin by the Arts Internship Office, and he accepted me as an intern, even though his first round of application had been done 2 months earlier. I think it's a great experience. So I got to travel, discover Africa. So obviously the cost of going to Africa are pretty high. So the internship awards was able to allow me to go to Africa and visit this country, and also to do help in the field. And it's also I'm poli-sci in economics, so you read lots of books, you see lots of different models, but in reality, what are they doing? So yeah, it gives you a hands-on experience that's really helpful to determine what you want to do in your future life, I think.
Hi, so my name is Harrison Pollock. I interned at Kamakunji Juakali in Nairobi, Kenya. So I worked on a research project that investigated the impact of micro health insurance, providing micro health insurance to informal sector metal workers. So these are people who work really they're not under government supervision. They don't really have formal rules. And the idea is, what effect does insurance have on their lives? Does it make them richer? Does it make them less stressed? Those sorts of things, looking at a lot of socioeconomic and physiological variables, seeing what impact that has on what impact the insurance has on their lives. The internship was really a fantastic experience. I learned an incredible amount about not just the research process, but about life in the developing world. I learned a lot about cross-cultural communication, how to communicate across cultures, and how, specifically to my project, how people coming in from the West, how they interact with people there who are already there working on the project. I learned definitely what to do and also what not to do. So I saw a lot of mistakes that were made in the past. I would highly recommend doing an internship. It was absolutely a fantastic experience for me, and it really. Clearly, an internship brings you out of the classroom. You learn a lot in class. You learn the theoretical stuff, but when you go out into the field, you really apply it there in a real world setting. Because in the end, you're going to be working in a real world setting when you work. You're not going to be in the classroom. And I definitely found that I applied a lot of the things I learned, and that definitely helped me. The whole process was really fantastic. I really took advantage of the resources that the Arts Internship Office has to offer. Definitely reading through the reports of past interns, looking through pictures, talking with past interns, talking with the staff at the Arts Internship Office, they were just an invaluable means of a valuable source of information for me throughout the whole thing. So before I was applying, deciding what to apply for, what's the best strategy, then after I got it, to discuss what I would do while I was in Kenya, how would I get housing, what would I do. Couldn't have been a better experience with the Arts Internship Office. There's so many different types of internships. There's definitely something that aligns with your interests, and that was one of the things that I think that's most valuable about the experience. What you learn that you don't expect to learn.